money.
Do not call her Jessica at all. Her name is not Jessica.
Nora Money.
You know, I've always had a special appreciation for my hometown, the Valley, the RGV. It's quiet, it's where rural life meets a little bit of the modern city. There's not a whole lot to do, and honestly, that's what makes it the perfect place to build great athletes. If you're active or creative, you naturally end up spending time outdoors. And out here, the weather is great, the space is open and endless, and you can find peace in just doing the things that you love. I think one of the best things right now about the season of my life is that the hobbies that I have actually tie into the professional side of things, being a professional athlete. I've kind of prescribed myself a day of skating or a day where I skate for like two, maybe, up to 2 hours, up to 3 hours sometimes, depending on how my legs are feeling and depending on, where I'm at, if the time permits. But yeah, it's like prescribed into it. It's great for balance, great for proprioception. It's cardio, and it's different enough for my body to feel like it's like a break. It's a break from throwing, lifting weights and doing all the, it's like a different movement. However, it still ties into balance and the things that I need in the throw. So honestly, I think skating has made me a better thrower. I really do. I really think that it's made me a better thrower over the years. And now I'm kind of correlating the two with each other. Like when my shoulders drop when I'm skating, I fall immediately. So now when I'm throwing, I kind of have that intuition to know like, oh yeah, your shoulders need to be level. You might not fall when you're throwing, but it's going to throw off the throw. And now I feel it. I feel it quicker. Like it's a response that kind of shapes me up and keeps me more balanced than I ever was in the past, to be honest. And I thought I've always been athletic, but the balance that I gained from skating is a lot different. One thing that I'm really proud of this off season is my consistency. I have been very consistent doing the little minute things, the little things that people kind of pass off, like if they don't have time for it. But like I've been making time for these things. I'm about to get a massage. I get a massage once a week. So I've been doing red light therapy and sauna 3 times a week, and then ice baths twice a week. They suck every time, but I do them twice a week. I take myself there and I get in that ice cold water for almost 15 minutes at a time. And then once a week, I've been getting a manual therapy session, massage, and that's been really, really great. I drive out about an hour or an hour and a half to see my therapist. But like I said, consistency is the name of the game, and that's what matters to me right now. So we just hit 1 year of him working on my body. So that's kind of sporadically. I'm not in the valley 1 year straight, but I do kind of come whenever I come back to the States, I make the Valley my base. So yeah, I've been coming back to him for about a year. So at this point, he understands what to expect when I walk in. You know, he still takes his time and lets his hand find the new knots that come with the training load, but he knows I'm a rotational athlete. I show him the throws that I do. I show him the lifting workouts that I do. So he's like, oh, I know your traps are going to be sore. You're probably feeling like this because of this. You might want to try this stretch. So I'm really appreciative for that consistency. And honestly, I think that that has been one huge factor in my health this season. This is one of the first seasons I've been healthy to start the season, which is incredible. The best feeling ever. Did you not? It's a cow on the road, bro. How do y'all got a cow on the road, bro? If you know the Valley, you know the roads can be pretty unpredictable. It's not super populated, but the traffic lanes are not large. So normally if there is, a bumper to bumper unfortunate accident, that's kind of normal, but it won't slow you down. Like something like this on the road. This was so funny and so crazy to me. Like I said, it is a rural urban mixture of a place. And this was so funny. There was traffic on the road because everybody was rubbernecking this cow. Somebody's cow fell out the back of their F-150, I guess. I don't know what happened, but there's a cow in the middle of the road. Like it doesn't get any better than this. This was hilarious. Did you not? It's a cow on the road, bro. How do y'all got a cow on the road, bro? What the? Yeah, the RGV. I'm from Mission, Texas, but McAllen, Texas is a sister city to us. And, good old McAllen, Texas. This is the same track that I've been training at for the past 15 years of doing this sport. Whenever I'm in the Valley, Mac High is always open and it's a great place to go. It's nostalgic, it's peaceful, and honestly, it's a reminder of not only how far I've come as an athlete, but also just as a human being and as a person. Like I've grown into a beautiful woman that I'm proud of. So it's nice to always come back and understand, this is where I first started turning, first started spinning. Yeah, I'm vegan, but I never liked thinking about being a vegan eater, a plant-based eater as a diet. Like I feel like a diet makes it seem restrictive and like I'm eating things with I don't know, like with restraints. Like I enjoy everything that I eat. And after all, your body literally craves the things that you put into it. So if I'm putting in Twinkies into my body, I'm gonna be craving Twinkies because I know the bacteria in my mouth knows what that tastes like and has a taste for those type of things. So you kind of run back to the things that you know that you're comfortable eating. And I don't eat like that. I've kind of been eating healthy in a sense for a very long time. So being vegan, I just switch up the way that I get the protein, but it's really the same, and I get to enjoy the variety and the volume and the way that I feel myself. With a typical meal built around animal protein, usually stop at the greens, the starchy carbs, and then the meat. So everything here in this bowl, I usually put on top of a bed of leafy greens. I add some chickpeas to that, some rice, some beans. If I have like nuts and seeds, I add that in there. Vegan little dressing, I add that in there for more flavor, more texture, and more protein. The rice has protein. The greens have iron, protein. The beans, iron, calcium, protein. Like it has a lot of variety of nutrients and a lot more texture. And I honestly feel more satisfied eating something like this versus just eating like back in the day I would just eat salmon and asparagus and like call it a day. And it's like, nah, I appreciate eating this way more than I appreciated eating the other way. Prehab is the name of the morning session that I do every single day before I start my full training day. This session is basically about mind to muscle connection and preparing the body for the work that is coming, soon to come later on in the day. I'm going to be throwing, probably lifting, doing some type of mobility, aerobic, explosive movements. So this like wakes the body up and then I go back home and I rest and then, recover, and then I'm like ready without having to do such a strenuous warm up, or I can see kind of what I need to do in my warm up to really be prepared for my throws because I've already tested my body in the beginning of the day. In this session, it was even better because I added in a little bit of chest in between the sets that I did. I've known Angel here for the past 15 years, and oh my goodness, it's never a dull time with this man. And that's another reason why you need community. Honestly, you need community in the Valley. There's not a lot to do unless you have a hobby, and those hobbies are usually what lead you to being around like-minded people. So I really appreciate that. And I think you can take that anywhere. I think that's anywhere, but it's more prominent in the Valley because of how small and like close-knit it is. So yeah, for me that means, people that love movement, staying active, and love to be outdoors, really, because I'm outdoors a lot. Not only is it the sport that I do, but like I like being outdoors naturally. So yeah, Princess here, I've been linking up with her, and we go to like local parks around town and just move around and have fun and just appreciate being able-bodied human beings, still able to let ourselves live and play around and skate and juggle and play with chalk on the sidewalk, even though we're in our late 20s. Like, late 20s is young, but I always say, like, you got to be childlike, and that's my goal for life, to be honest. Like, to be youthful, to be filled with joy, appreciation, and just be childlike. Because a kid rocks up and does anything, fearlessly and joyfully. So in my previous video from the Tokyo World Championships in 2025, I have posted like from the Adidas hospitality room, and I'm finally bringing out the shoes that they gave me. I was waiting for the debut of my season before taking out these shoes, and the time has finally come. So I'm excited to put on these bright yellow shoes. I'm here back at the wall at my old high school. I've stained that wall like it's tatted up because of me, and throwing this pad, which also just shows the consistency. Like I love doing this. I love being here. I love the routine that I have, and I love being able to master this craft, this thing called the discus, and being an athlete, just being a master of your body is just so incredible to me. Recently, the sign over here with our accolades fell off and they've been replaced. So this is really cool that I got my banner back up there. I'm the first state champion from my high school in any sport, any UIL sport. Yeah. And I think I've left my mark and it's up there, and it's just a blessing to know that I can inspire every other kid that comes out here and trains, and they can see like, oh, she had the 3.5 GPA. She was a 4-time district champion, a 4-time regional qualifier, a 2-year state qualifier, and a state champion as well. And also that year I was a bronze medalist in the shot put, so I came back with two medals. But it's all doable. It's all doable if you have the heart and the mindset to do it. You just gotta think that you can, and you'll probably be right. But if you think you can't, you're also right. A whole 11 years later, I'm here in the same ring, still doing it. Another thing that I have appreciated in this season, in this chapter of my off season, has been training other kids. Like, training other kids has allowed me to not only be able to demonstrate back to basics, but drop my mind back to like blueprint, like how do you hold it? Like kids are asking how do I hold it, how do I hold the disc better. The kid I'm training here, he's a way more advanced, and the questions that he asks make me think more critically about the sport. So I'm super grateful that I've gotten the opportunity to train kids as well. That's been very helpful to me. Overall, this is what like a active recovery day looks like, and it's a perfect reset. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. They call that the sensory deprivation tank or float tank. So you go in there and just float. You can't feel anything. It's my first time doing it. I've been coming to this place for recovery though, like 5 times a week. I come 3 times a week for red light and sauna at the, well, 30 minutes red light, 30 minutes sauna. And then I come twice a week for my cold tub, and I do that all in the same facility. So yeah, after I got the membership, I was like, man, I never actually took advantage of the sensory deprivation thing. So I'm actually gonna try it and see how it goes. I don't know what it's gonna feel like, so let's see. Oh my gosh. So I just got out and I actually fell asleep in there. It was very relaxing, very, very relaxing. And I think I would do it again. I enjoyed it. Yeah, float tank, 10 out of 10, recommend. And for some reason, I got up and my posture was even better. It literally felt like I had a chiropractic adjustment, but naturally, because you're floating on water. So that buoyancy allows your body to lay flat. And you can't do that. I swim every week as well. And, when I'm swimming, I have to like force myself to float. So my neck might not be, all the way aligned like it needs to be. But in this tank, it's full of water. It's like, I think in the Dead Sea, you can float like this the same way. So my hair didn't really appreciate it. I had to scrub my hair to get all that salt out of my hair. But it was a good wash nonetheless. The days I'm not able to go link up with Angel at his gym, I just go to the local gym. And I feel like it's actually encouraging going to a local gym with people that are just simply working out for their health. And they're there consistent. Every time I go, I see the same people over and over. And that's very encouraging. Aww. Shiloh. You're gonna miss Nora, huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Coco, you meant to carry you too? Oh, she's jealous. He's jealous. Oh. Yeah, so it's about that time. I'm leaving now. Gotta say bye to the dogs. I had told Shiloh like on Monday. I was like, look, Shiloh, by the end of the week, I'm gonna be gone and I'm gonna miss you. And we can play. We can play every single day, until I leave. But I picked her up, and she saw me packing my bags. That's why she's holding on to me like this. She saw me packing my bags. I picked her up, and she didn't want to let go. I miss my dogs. I'm an animal lover, y'all. I'm an animal lover, like through and through. And the craziest news is, my mom texted me as soon as I got to Houston. So I go to Houston for my friend's birthday party. And she coincidentally had that at the skating rink. And when I arrive, I get a text message saying Coco has found a new home. Like, what in the world? What do you mean he's found a new home? She finally gave him up for adoption. He wears diapers. Like, he's 5 months old. He's not potty trained yet. But giving him up for adoption is like, it breaks my heart because I wasn't warned. Like, I didn't know that was gonna be the last. Well, I guess we can still do play dates. But yeah, I didn't know that was my goodbye, my final goodbye to him. But all is well. He's found a new home, and I think he should be happy with other dogs, especially other male dogs. Yeah, I'm here in Houston. Finally made it. I took a 6-hour bus to break up the trip because I'm going to be traveling overseas pretty soon. But yeah, traveling to Houston by bus is a lot cheaper than traveling with 3 luggages on a flight, on a domestic flight at that. So yeah, travel to Houston by bus, stay with family in Houston, And coincidentally, on this night, my good friend Elizabeth is celebrating her 27th birthday party. So we got to celebrate her life at the skating rink, which was right up my alley. Like when she sent me the invitation, I was like, oh man, I really hope I can make it. And I actually made it. And it was a great turnout, a great time. Got to meet her family. And I also like the things are just aligning for me for real. I got to skate. Like that's what I always do anyway. So super grateful I got to skate. I hit the flow state at a certain point when I was skating at the rink, and it just really feels amazing. Feels amazing. I was telling Matt earlier, like sometimes I don't even know if it's the flow state or if I'm just dizzy, but the dizziness definitely leads me to the flow state. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it. And just like anything, like practice makes you a master of whatever it is that you do. And it's really encouraging when people come up to me and they're like, oh, you're so fire. Like, you're so good at this. Like, how can you help me? And I equally ask other people questions. Like, if they know how to pivot really well, I'm still struggling with my pivot. But I equally ask them questions like, how can you help me? And usually the answer is practice. And that's like the most humbling thing you could say. But it's true. Like, to be a master at anything, it just takes practice. So I do find beauty in that. You know, I'm learning how to do this thing better and better, and I enjoy it. It's fun. This is year 6. I started skating during the pandemic. So this being just year 6 of me skating consistently in this grown adult body of mine and still learning new tricks is so much fun. So much fun. I highly encourage it. So leaving the skating rink, the party was from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And this was the weekend of daylight saving, and it threw me off completely. So the party was in Galveston. I'm staying like in Katy, which if you know Houston, those are completely different cities. Like you pass Houston on the way to both of those cities. So that was like an hour drive there and back. So we leave the skating rink around 2:15, but 2:15 turns into 3:15, and then by the time I get back home, take a shower, it's like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm supposed to be back on. And even better because I went to church and then went out to eat with my cousin Nay. The food, oh my goodness, bro. The lentils. It was a great time. It's always good seeing her. We were roommates back in college, and we've known each other since we were kids. I lost the connection at some point in life, but rekindled it, and it's great. I feel like we really blend well together. So I love visiting her. I love being able to see her. And she is a foodie to the T. Like she knows all the good food spots in Houston. I promise you. Like, this place is called August. We come here every so often, and she put me on. This girl will come and get 2 different platters so she can take some food home. Like, super wise. That's probably the smartest thing. Like, if you like the food so much, you might as well just get 2 plates, and whatever you can't finish, just take it home. So yeah, it's sizzling still. That's crazy. I am documenting my life as I usually do, and right now I'm about to transition into Australia for my first meet of the season. And I'm filming this kind of because it's like significant, because I do end up coming to Houston because the airport is like more accessible in Houston versus traveling from my little small town's like airport, which is not international, and then I have to travel to Houston anyway. So I took a bus to Houston yesterday, was able to make it to my good friend's birthday party, which was actually a skating party, which was an amazing time. She just turned 27, so I pray God blesses her in her new chapter of life. But yeah, we had a good time, good fellowship, and I just came back from church actually, and am meeting up with Daisy, my sister. So she's actually outside. Look at her, she's waving over there. Look at her, she's over there waving. Yeah, but linking up with her. She was supposed to go to church, but I guess the things that she was doing last night made her want to sleep in more, and then the time just changed yesterday, so yeah, she didn't get to go to church this morning. It was 8 o'clock service anyways. I was late too, but still went, praise God. And it was a great message about Lazarus and how Jesus rose him from the dead, right? And well, let me get up there. Jesus rose him from the dead. The haters were hating, and he didn't care. He stood by Jesus, and God's presence was sufficient enough for him in his time. Anyway, so the message was about living. Just live your life, especially if you've been brought out of some stuff, brought back from the dead. If God brought you from the dead, it's very important that you live your life. But anyways, let me say hi to these girlies. Look at them. Hello.
Oh, I like this outfit.
Your vlog?
You are, yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning,
Hello.
Good morning. Nora, this outfit is very correct.
I know.
Thank
I
you.
know. Very
Thank you. You feel the block.
Okay, let's do a fit check.
Fit check.
Okay.
Let's get a close up. Thank
Period.
you.
Where do we get the pants from?
Pants are from a store called Don't Call Me Jessica in France.
Whoa.
Oh.
You know. Yeah.
Don't call me
Do not call her Jessica
Don't
at
call
all.
her Jessica.
Her name is not Jessica.
Literally, don't call her Jessica.
Shoes
Point blank.
Adidas, you know.
Shoes
I bought the shirt
Adidas.
with Daisy at Ross.
We went to us.
This is from Mommy. She gave it to me.
What?
She bought it for me. She gave it to me.
Oh,
Very creative work.
Yeah, and
I would
threw
have
it on
you to
top.
put this asymmetrical top with
That's
this
what I'm
linen.
saying. Like, it's great. It is. I'm proud of it. I can't lie.
This is really
I
nice.
planned it out since. So I was like, I'm gonna wear
Oh,
this.
okay.
no, this is very
Very
correct.
nice.
Yeah. How was Ghana?
Ghana,
We went to Ghana.
These people went to Ghana and came back.
Ghana.
We met Kwabina. We met Kweku. We met Kwesi.
Thank you. This is
Yes.
Abina.
I'm Abina.
Abina.
Thank you.
Amma. Hey.
Ghan- Bobo.
Aki and Bobo.
Happy Ghanaian Independence Day from the Tuesday and the Thursday.
Right. Akwaba.
Akwaba.
That's so funny.
Past that. That's my life right now. What's been going on in your world?
I've just been training. I've been training some kids. Not at school, but I've been training some kids, which is fun.
What age?
Got 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 18-year-old, and another 13-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty young, but they're passionate about the sport. So it's been nice, and they make me better as well. Like, it's really cool to see like how whenever I tell them something, I start to implement it the next day when I start training. And because I usually train them on my off day, so either Wednesday or Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one kid, he's a senior, and I've been telling him to like pay attention to where his head, the direction of his head, it's like retelling myself as well. Like, dang, I need to pay attention to that too, even though it's a tiny detail. As he's beginning and just learning, like, it is important as well. So I've been having a good time doing that, and then it's like I get paid to Like I don't feel like I do anything, to be honest, because just be training. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And then train some other kids. So it's been good. The valley was good to me.
Okay.
I was there for a few months.
Yeah,
What,
you heading
November. Yeah, I'm leaving on Tuesday.
Okay.
Leaving on Tuesday. I'm trying to get tickets. You want to say hi to the camera?
Oh, what's going on? That's cool.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's put that there.
Yeah.
That's really
Back
cool.
around. Back around. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
What concept, man?
What's going on, money community?
Yeah.
What's going on with y'all? Happy to see you. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoying y'all journey following Nora.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
This is a marble table? Look, I really appreciate the consistency that's in my life, for real. Like not to say that you need to watch my vlogs, but if you're already here watching this vlog, like, why not just watch the other? Like, why not watch the other vlogs? So this is Alexa's page. The hat that I'm wearing and the hat that she just pulled up on the table, this is her hat. Like, she literally made this hat. Comes with a star. Business is called Texas Culture. Like, she literally makes hats. This is amazing. And out in Texas, we don't have a hat. But yeah, a little bit about our friendship. We met while skating. Like, one of the ladies in the skate community, Brandy out here, she does a lot in the Houston skate community. She introduced us to each other and we clicked like that. I was like, oh, I met my sister. Like, this is legit. And yeah, later on down the lines of our friendship, as soon as I told her I was going to be competing at the Olympic Games in 2024 in Paris, this girl went out and bought a ticket to go to, not only to go to Paris, but to support me. Like, she was going to be there the day I was going to be competing, get the ticket for the day off. Here we are. We made it to the park. Here's my friend. Hey. I don't know if it's on you. I think it's on you. Yeah. Yeah. We're in the park right now. We just found a cranberry tree. My friend tasted it, so I tasted it. Because that's what you're supposed to do. If your friend jumps off a bridge, you also jump off that bridge. That is insanity. Come on, let's go. It's beautiful. I didn't end up competing, but we ended up staying together and having a great time in Paris. And I vlogged the whole thing. Later on, we linked up in Houston several other times, skated together and whatnot. And then June 2025, she was able to come down to the valley and she was able to come to our family home, meet my mom and, you know, that side. She had already met my dad and everything. But yeah, she was able to meet my sisters and our extended family. Like, she was fully submerged in both sides of my family. We live on the border town, so we were able to go together to yet another country. We've been to the States together, we've been to Paris, France together, and we've been to Mexico together. Like, amazing. So anytime I'm in Houston, I hit her up. I actually planned this. You know, we're in our late 20s now, we're adults, so we kind of have to plan things out. I was like, look, I'm gonna be here in Houston from this day to this day. I have time from 11, maybe 12 in the afternoon till later on in the day. My dad gets back. I plan on spending time with him, but if I can link up with you between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m., that'll be perfect. And she showed up. Like, this is legit, like super legit. I appreciate my friendship, for real. It's the third time a duck has come and laid their eggs right here at the house. Look at them. Trying to stay warm. They're brand new. Look.
I'm sure
Straight out the egg. Can you imagine? Straight out the egg and you look like that?
No, they didn't look like that. But that is like a day or two of actual. What if I just plucked one and kept it? You know? Like,
I dare you. That bomb will come flying, trying to catch you. Look at the geese. Little duckies.
I've never seen anything.
Rubber
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
One thing I love about Houston, Texas, driving down I-45, you get this beautiful reminder. Be someone. A reminder that sticks with me no matter where I go. And then to the right of that, you don't even have to be in the Black Hills of Western South Dakota to see Mount Rushmore. We got it right here in Houston, Texas as well. Look at that. Yep, you pass the downtown traffic, the beautiful skyline, make a right on Cullen Boulevard, and you meet up with the Athletics Alumni Center. my alma mater, my home of 6 years, where I was a Division I collegiate athlete. I currently actually hold the school record here for the discus throw, and yeah, this is still my home. I'm welcome anytime, and it feels good to be back. It's around 9 a.m. by the time I get here, so I'm just starting off with my track warm up, but I am being thorough with it, like A skips, high knees, the double A skips, C skip, side to side, scissor run, everything, and then I top it all off with some hurdle mobility. After that, I did some jumps with the med ball. This is a 20-pound med ball, doing some jumps with it, feeling explosive and dynamic as well, because the movement is kind of very similar to the discus throw, where you kind of build in potential energy and then release the kinetic energy that you stored up. So yeah, this is really, really beneficial to my throw, I feel, and great to just wake up the body one time. So I'm going out for my throw session, and this girl right here, Marcela Trevino, she's actually from the Valley as well. And like I said, like, the Valley is great for breeding athletes, and you'll see another dude in my vlog. His name is Chris. You'll see him later on in a few minutes, but he's also from the Valley and was just able to capitalize on his potential out there. If you have time, you have space, so you know, why not do it? I had a pretty good throw session, and then after that went to the gym and just did like a quick easy lift. I like doing pull-ups in between my lifts, just because I think being able to move your body and having relative strength, at least for me, is one thing that I really appreciate. So it's something I actually don't want to lose. Pull-ups at a wide grip is actually really good for your lats, and you need that wingspan when you throw as well. So just knowing that I can kind of do these things gives me the confidence that I need. And I end off the session with the ice bath today. Thankfully, you know, being an alumni, I'm able to use the facilities. This is not the usual ice bath that we have. It's usually a whirlpool, like a real one. I don't know why they got this cow trough in the training room, but it is what it is.
That's the worst part of this whole sport. The ice set.
Yeah, I ended up going to the locker room to change, and I noticed my name is up there. They finally got the TVs. When I was in school, they didn't have TVs with a record board. They had like a printed record board on the wall. So this is pretty cool that they have the digital version. It's kind of glitching right now, so I hope they get that fixed. But I'm here surrounded by my teammates and friends. We got Michaela Martin right there. Nunu is right there. I was on the team with Destiny Lawrence, and then I was just chatting with Carol Lewis outside. So this is really dope to be surrounded by, you know, awesome people. We got Jasmine Tilford Rutherford on there as well, Brianne Bethel, Cecilia Tamayo Garza, and Tristan Evelyn. And I think the really cool thing about this is Brianne Bethel is still running track for the Bahamas. Cecilia, I just saw her outside. She's still running for Mexico. Tristan Evelyn just signed for the, Ultimate, what is it called? Forgot the name. I'll just post a picture. Yeah, she signed for that as a clean athlete. And then Nunu just got back into throwing. She's a mom now. She's just getting back into the thing. And she throws for Samoa. So it's really dope. And then you got me. I throw for Cameroon. And yeah, Carol's out here coaching. So it's really cool to be just surrounded by these names as well. Records are meant to be broken, but I do hope that I stand on this board for a long time. Ooh, we also have Jolanda Jones, who's actually like a councilwoman in the city of Houston. She has a book called Owning My, and it's a super good book as well. But yeah, like I said, like there's some really greats, like awesome greats that I look up to on this board, and I'm just happy to be part of that. After my training session, I headed out to go back home, change real quick, and then get in the car with my dad. So recently, my younger sister found out that my dad is a huge fan of country music. Yeah, I guess so. Some of them. Or one of them. But do things start on time in Houston? That's the question.
It's more parking than events.
I know, right?
Boy Rollins been to the show one time. Hey, hey, hey! Nope. Gonna end up with a leg.
So yeah, we got to go to the rodeo tonight. However, we had intended on going to the concert. The rodeo was just the event that's going on in the stadium prior to the concert going on. So we actually did get to enjoy some very, very talented agricultural athletes. Like this is a different type of sport. Completely different type of sport. Being able to ride a horse while using your core strength to lasso a calf by the head and the horns and then take it to where it needs to go. Even like the horse barrel racing, like this was an incredible witness of skill.
There's Bucky. Halfway around the left. And he gets kicked. Thank God for protecting that.
A time was had at the rodeo, and Luke Bryan is such a great performer. We really just enjoyed his style, his interaction with the crowd, and his voice was so good as well. By now it is Tuesday morning. I am headed back to University of Houston for my last training session before I head out. So this session, I would say, actually concludes my off season. My next session will be prep session for my competition this weekend. 6 throws maximum after doing drills, and just to give myself like a comp-like atmosphere, a competition-like feel, where you got to be intense for all 6 of those throws and be very sharp in your technique. So I did have a good warm-up. My technique was not the best after my first 2 throws, but I did learn, and I think I'm better prepared for what's to come this weekend as well. flight is later today, about 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. And like always, Houston had some type of rain coming in. So there was a storm that actually delayed us about 1 hour, just sitting on the runway, already embarked on the plane, already sitting there. Tray tables are up, seats are upright. We can't move. We got to keep our seatbelts on. And we're just sitting there, and then like a whole hour passes by, and they start warning us like, hey, if you have a connecting flight, you might need to check on the app and see if that one's delayed or see how up to date the flight would be, because this one is going to probably mess up your travel plans. So lo and behold, it really did mess up the travel plans, but I'm very grateful. So yeah, they put me in a hotel, got some food vouchers that I didn't even use. But I did get a good night's sleep. I did get to take a shower. And I'm so grateful that I learned that it is important to travel with extra clothing. Like, I had extra clothes to change in. I had my toiletries and everything. So I actually spent some time. I had a little gym session just to stretch out, because not only did I just travel for 4 to 5 hours from Houston to LA, but I have a 15-hour leg coming up after this. So yeah, I did my stretching. I actually had a sports psychology appointment. And then I went out to a vegan restaurant that I found online. And let me tell y'all, like, this was a whole experience. The inside was beautiful, artsy. The vibe was kind of like a Afro eclectic. Like, I don't know, like the vibe was just up my alley. This is still trippy to me. One thing that was interesting about this restaurant, or really about LA in general, and I think my eyes perceive it this way, that is strange, but the all-gender restrooms throw me off every single time, because I'm like, where do I go? Where's a women's restroom, you know? But yeah, the mixed gender restrooms, I'm not used to it yet. Just being from Texas, we don't do that in Texas. Like, we don't do that in Texas at all. So this is a completely different experience. Thank you so much.
Of course. I'll just give you some more chips if it's...
Really?
Yeah.
I might take some more chips. So y'all, let me tell y'all, my food came in. I knew I wanted something similar to what I already eat normally, like a bowl with like rice, carbs, veggies, you know, something colorful. That's normally what I eat. So I got one for the table and I got one for the road. So this one right here is a poke bowl, which is like tofu, avocado, white rice. I'm not sure what that orange thing was, but I think it was like sweet potato or something, but it tasted really good. They got the spicy mayo on there, cucumbers, seaweed, and then I got the al pastor bowl with steak. And I remember when I walked into the restaurant, I had told the host, like, hey, substitute, the vegan community needs to come up with something steak, like a name steak. A steak is not steak. However, whenever I tried this little piece of vegan red meat, first of all, look at the muscle striations. Like, why does it look like this is flesh and it is meat? Then I took a bite of it. It was chewy, like you can feel the pieces like stripping apart in your mouth. I haven't had meat in a very long time, so I couldn't tell you what meat should or shouldn't taste like, but I know the texture was much different than tofu or having like the mashed, like ground turkey type deal. And even the color, like the color looks amazing. Apparently it's made of like 2026 using beetroots. Favorite meal of 2026. They did this. This is my favorite meal bowl, and that thing was delicious. traveling in a few hours. I saved the Poke Bowl, and then I went off to Venice Beach. Actually, last year I had a track meet here in Los Angeles that didn't go so well. I had to take a lot of learning lessons from that meet to get better as an athlete, which I'm grateful for. And the other thing I'm grateful for about last year in LA is that I got to skate on Venice Beach and meet some really cool people. This time around, I did not bring my skates in my carry-on luggage because I was kind of like just trying to preserve my space for necessities for my carry-on in case, you know, I got to stop over. I didn't think I would stop over in LA like this though. So yeah, I got some clothes. I don't have my skates, but there are other things to do at Venice Beach, like go to Muscle Beach. And I know today I'm supposed to respect my off day, and I like to pay, you know, full respect to my off day. If I'm chilling, I'm chilling that day, and I don't do much more. But I think stretching is kind of worth it. So I'm just coming out to the park. I met actually this dude named Adrian who was teaching me how to do a muscle up after I asked him. I'm like, dude, that is so cool. Like, this man got up to the top of the pole and did a muscle up all the way up there. Like, that's incredible. I'm like, I want to be able to do that one day. That just looks so freeing. So yeah, I did my little stretches, if you call them stretches, and a little bit of calisthenics work. I can't lie. It was probably a little bit of muscle contraction that I did feel in my arms and my core and stuff. But I feel like that's all good stuff before you travel. Good for the blood to start flowing before I go sit for 15 hours. Later on in the night, I actually made my way over, which is like 100 meters across from this little Muscle Beach area. There's a skating area. And thankfully, I got to link up with one of my friends that I met the last time I was in LA. His name is Louis Lamar Amazing. I had to cop a hat and support his business. Super enthusiastic dude, and he is a G on skates, man. This dude could really skate for real. He goes by the name Skate Famous, and yeah, we had a short time together, but a good time nonetheless.
Might have did roll up on the bitch like niggas done it. This shit is really funny. My eyes being grind, nigga, my style mean my style. My wild is my wild. Sometimes I come around.
I finally got to the airport with even more good news. 15 hours to go, and I got an empty plane seat all to myself, the whole entire row. Man, I ate that poke bowl from that restaurant, and I laid down horizontally. And I woke up from that flight, and it said I have 7 hours to go. I'm super happy with the layover. I feel like it's just a reminder that even though we might have delays in life, it might not be denial, and it might just be a God-sent blessing. I know for me, this trip to LA was a trip I didn't know I needed. I did not know I needed that trip, but even just being able to link up with friends again, be in the same place, be at the beach, you know, breathing in good air, just being submerged in Mother Nature and having a good time, to be honest. That delay was not denial, and the best part of it is whenever I get to my next destination, I will be competing on a Saturday. So I won't be like in a rush to get there and get straight off the plane to compete. So I have an extra day to rest and then, you know, get my feet wet and give it my best shot whenever I get there. So yeah, y'all, that's it. That's the end of my off season and the intro into my season debut. Thank you for watching this video. I am logging off now. I'm extremely tired. I'm actually already in my destination by the time you're watching this part of the clip. But I'll let you watch the next vlog to understand where I'm at and how the meet went. So yeah, stay tuned for the meet day vlog, and I'll catch you in the next video.